When deadly wildfires struck Sevier County, business owners took action, not only to help their employees, but to reopen and support tourism, of course, the backbone of that county's economy.
Some 2,500 homes and businesses were damaged or destroyed in the flames. But as 10 News anchor Aaron Wright shows us, the spirit of Gatlinburg wasn't broken.
So this mural was actually in the Alamo when it burned, and it survived, and the gun survived, and a few other little tidbits in here.
Today's Alamo Steakhouse is a far cry from a year ago when deadly wildfires destroyed the Sevier County staple.
We've been reopened for a month. It's been a great month. It's nice to see all those customers who come every year, or the locals who are excited to get back and support us.
The Alamo isn't the only business back from the ashes.
Hi there.
Was this a good idea on my part?
After $1.2 million in repairs, the Gatlinburg Skylift is back in operation.
It's where when the building, the shop area at the top caught on fire. That's when we received all of our damage from the heat of all that.
How does it feel to be on this ride again?
Yeah, it's a breath of fresh air. What we've seen happen, and then of course going through the rebuild and getting to see the people get on and come up and see God's beauty out in front of them when they get to the top. That's the joy of just getting to see everything open again.
At Westgate Resort, 652 of more than 1,000 units were destroyed. Once the fire was out, efforts quickly shifted to getting back to work.
The first thing we did was try to figure out how do we get open, and no one thought we were going to be open that year, but we actually got open inside of 10 days.
For resort management, the plan wasn't just to reopen, but to come back better than ever.
We've been building up here since 1999. We learned a lot of lessons. We improved the product as we went along. Every one of our owners will come back to a nicer unit than they ever had before.
And I look up on top and I see our conference center, which is gone.
Buckberry Lodge lost 6 of their 7 buildings. For owner Buddy McLean, the path forward means finding a restaurant partner who can help him rebuild without changing what made this place special.
That was what Buckberry Lodge was all about, was families and people coming to enjoy what the mountains had to offer.
In the midst of recovery, McLean found a symbol that would come to define how he viewed the fire and the need for faith moving forward.
First day we really came up here and saw what had happened. We found the rocking chair, and everything else was burned all around it. Building was gone, the tree was burned, and this rocking chair was turned over, and the only part of it that was burned was right here. Put it upright just like it is now. My wife's comment said, you know, this will be a good chair for us to sit and pray for the restoration of the mountains.
For these business owners, the real restoration of their town, their livelihood, and their spirit didn't begin until their doors were back open.
People talk about closure, and I think I didn't quite understand what that meant until we reopened the building.
That what we have to do is look positive, look for the future, and know that God's got a plan in this.
That was anchor Aaron Wright reporting, and those businesses not done. Skylift plans to add a sky deck and sky bridge by Memorial Day. Buckberry is building out a new 50 suite building, a restaurant and pavilion. Altogether, it could take close to a year and a half to finish that project. Westgate Resorts hopes to be back to 100% in 2 years.